Welcome to our library. Is there books that you would like to take out? Oh, okay. These? Just these three? Okay, sure. Are you a member of our library? No. Well, would you like to sign up? Because if you would like to take these books out, you might need to sign in for our library. Okay? Let me just take out some files. And this one. Okay, so this one is basically for you to take home, and it's just a rundown on what our rules are and some specifics on what our library requires out of its users. Basically, we have a very detailed version of this because since our library is a very big public library, we do require certain rules. Our library is divided into sections because it is quite a big library. The first floor has from A to H, and we letter our sections with the alphabet letters. So A to H is on the first floor, and then H to P is on the second floor. The second floor is a little bit more detailed in sectioning because the second floor is for non-fictions and any kind of maybe cooking books or research books. And then on the third floor we have our research center with computers and more detailed books. And next to the research center there is also a study room. And on each corner of the library we have maps, so if you ever get lost or if you ever need to find a certain section, it will point to where you can go to your ideal place. Okay, so this is for you, and you can take that home and check it out. For now, since we do need to sign some forms, we have the introduction, and on the back, and these are some rules, general rules that every library has, just maybe certain demeanors that you need in the study room or certain actions that aren't allowed. Right here I've just highlighted some basics and the important parts. We've basically split up the I guess the whole of what I just gave you, the whole rules and the whole liability and the confidential reasons and how to take care of your books. Basically that's all in the 5 pages. But we've basically split that into 4 sections, and I've highlighted the most important parts of each section, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and these are just places where I would need you to sign your name. So if you could have a quick read and just, yes, signing your name ensures us that you agree to oblige to the rules. Thank you very much. Okay. So now, the back, I'm just going to have to fill in some basic information. So, what is your name? Could I have your name, please? Jason. And your last name, please? LaRue. And could you spell that for me, please? L A-R-U-E. Okay, thank you. And your birthday? Okay, and your address? Mm-hmm. Okay. And are you going to be using the study room? Because if you are, we will need to have additional information, and you will also, I will just need to sign my name on these 3 sections over here, down below here. 1, 2, and 3. These 3 sections ensure us that you will oblige to the study room rules. Okay, so I will just write your name and my name. Okay, so this is for you to keep too. Okay, and then right here is our annual calendar, and basically we have from January all the way, we have January all the way to December, and we have basically any sort of major events that our library might be having, or days that we might be having off. We have it all on here. So, for example, we do take a Christmas break for a week, and that is from the 27th to the 31st, and well, and obviously on the 1st of January we do not open also, so that's around a week. And we do not have bank holidays, but we do celebrate the 4th of July. So on special occasions we might be closing down a little earlier than other times. But other than that, we do not go off summer breaks or anything else, so this is also for you. And let me write your name on it so that you don't lose it. Okay, now for the exciting part. Since you filled out those forms, I will just need to write down your name on the computer. And I think all I need to do now is give you a new card, which is over here. This is our library card, and whenever you come to a library, you need to bring this to check out your books. So here's your library card. Okay, now, oh actually, I think I might need that so that you can take out your books today. Okay, so now all we need to do are these 3 books. And this is a very good book. I love this book. And yes, I have read it before. This book, yes, is called The Shadow of the Wind. And it is by Carlos Ruiz-Zafón. And basically, if I read you the introduction or the review of the book, Barcelona, 1945. A city slowly heals from its war wounds, and Daniel, an antiquarian book dealer's son, who mourns the loss of his mother, finds solace in a mystery book entitled The Shadow of the Wind by one Julian Carax. But when he sets out to find the author's other works, he makes a shocking discovery. Someone has systematically destroying every copy of every book Carax has written. In fact, Daniel may have been the last of Carax's books in existence. Soon, Daniel's seemingly innocent quest opens a door into one of Barcelona's darkest secrets, an epic story of murder, madness, and doomed love. So this is a wonderful book that you most will certainly enjoy. And I highly recommend it. And what also is great about this book is that at the end of the book, it basically kind of goes through the whole story, but shows you little clippets of what Barcelona and like the setting of the book that the author wanted to depict. And they even have a map of the whole story. So it says The Shadow of the Wind, and basically it just goes through the whole story in the protagonist's footsteps, which I think is so clever because even though I have been to Barcelona myself, I never really got to see the whole site of and just the mysterious part of Barcelona, because normally tourists go to the other places. So I think this is a wonderful book that you should take out. So I will stamp. No, I'll just not stamp it, but write the date on. Okay, that's that. And then she's undone. This is a great book by Wally Lamb, and I highly recommend it. So I will also check this out for you. And last but not least, one of the best books that I have read, Snow by Orphan Pamack, and he is a Nobel Prize winner. And this book, it is quite historic and it is quite slow in the beginning, but it is a very good book, and it touches on very political debates in the world. It is a story set in Afghanistan. So if you're into politics and a bit of history, but do like a little bit of action and fiction in books, this is a perfect book for you. I can tell you kind of are interested in that mysterious historical books, so this is another good book for you. Let me write your name down for you. Yes, we do it a little old-fashioned here, just because this library has been a very classic and long-living library, so one of our traditions is to keep our traditions, and that is to stay a little, well, old-fashioned, I guess. So let me write these 3 books down for you. Yes? Oh, you would like me to recommend your book? Okay, well, from seeing the 3 books that you have here, I'm not sure if you've read the first book, but I think you might have, looking at the level of reading that you're doing and just like the amount of books that you would like to take out. I wonder if you've read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. You have? Well, the second book is out and the third book is also out. Did you know? Well, I'm glad to introduce it to you. The second book is basically called The Girl Who Played with Fire, and it's by the same author. And the third book is called The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, I think. But if you enjoyed the first book, you'll definitely enjoy the second book. I am actually in the process of reading it myself. I'm not done yet, but I'm highly enjoying it, so I would love to recommend this book to you. You would like to take it out? Okay, well, I'll put that one in the box for you, with the, not box, bag for you, with the rest of the 3. Okay, so if I print out the receipt, okay, here it is, and basically it will say when the books are due, your name and your card number and everything, so do not worry about that. And these books are due in 2 weeks. If you need any more time, all you need to do is visit the library, bring the 4 books with you, and check them out again. And we will add in an additional week for you. And basically every week you need an extension, you just need to come in with the books that you're going to extend. Yes, you can do them individually too. So I am going to sign my name for you, and I will stamp the liability of this receipt. Ooh, that makes quite an interesting sound. Well, it did. I don't know if I've broken it. Anyways, so I will stamp it. So I'll stamp it right here. And this stamp will also allow you 1.5 hours of the library parking without fee. So, and yes, that is 1.5 hours onto the time right here. And if you have more than 10 books, we give you 2 hours. So that's for future references. Okay, here is your receipt and your card. And here are your 4 books. I would like to just make some sounds for you guys with the books. So I will give you this one and this one. I will be just showing you some sounds with this one. So I will just leave that one there. Okay, I'll give this to you, and thank you for coming to our library, and I hope to see you in 2 weeks.